Keep your eyes on the prize, no matter what. No matter where you're at your job, in your career, or if you're just in between jobs and you're not sure where to start, I'm here to tell you, keep your eyes on the prize. Now, what is this prize that I am speaking of, that I am talking about? I am talking about your end goal. You being at the most comfortable part in your life. You being able to not worry about where your next dollar bill is coming from. Being able to not even have to worry about the cost of living. Not even being able to, don't even have to worry about, oh, should I skip on the eggs and get bread instead? Should I get milk instead of orange juice? Should I put gas in my car? Or should I walk? Should I take a Uber or Lyft? Or walk? I'm talking about not even have to worry about having to make a choice, have to compromise which necessity is more important than the other necessity. I'm talking about the prize, being able to have your dream career, doing what you want to do, making a living out of it. If you have a hobby or a talent, if you can cook, you're able to do so freely and make a living out of cooking. If you like to draw and artwork, you'd be able to make a living out of it. Keep your eyes on the prize, and you have to start building, and it all starts in your mind. It all starts with an idea, and then you take the most grueling steps that you have to take, right? I'm talking about starting from 9 to 5, making $16 to $17 and something cents an hour, to making $45 an hour and up. The caveat to making more money in the 9 to 5, it's the most grueling things you have to go through. It's the most mental you have to go through. It's the most, they're making it to where you have to compromise your essence and your values. Being able to be free from that. Not even have to answer to a person that has control of your time. You can have control of your own time. You can make as much money or as little as you want to make. That's what I'm talking about as the prize. Being at peace within yourself, knowing that you didn't have to compromise yourself and your values and your ethics, and able to get whatever you dream of, get the things that you need, and get the things that you like. Get the things that you enjoy. Go to places where you want to go. That's what I'm talking about as the prize. Now, the question is how will you get there, right? And you all have questions on, oh, how I'm going to do this if I don't have that? How am I going to go to this place and I don't even have a car? I don't even have the means of public transportation. This is where you have to be more creative. You have to be sometimes more creative than others because they have a car, they have all of these things, but still, they're still in the same place as you. I mean, speaking, now they might be able to go farther than you because they have a tool that you don't have yet. But if you use what you got, you can surpass that person that has that tool because you're not only depending on that tool and that's it only. You are creating ways to make a better situation out of where you're at the moment. Keep your eyes on the prize. Some people, right, or a lot of people, they get lazy, they get comfortable, they get content, they get tired too easy. Because maybe they had dreams of their own, they had aspirations of their own, and because they're not where they're at, then they just settle for where they at. No matter how long it takes you to get to a point, to get to that point where you're at, just make strides. You have to make strides, and even if it's minute. I'm going to give you an example. Say you work in a 9-to-5 making $15 or $17 an hour or even $18 an hour. But you're just barely making it. You don't have a vehicle. You're living from check to check. But then you're like, how can I just make some money to where I don't even have to depend upon, 2 weeks and then I get paid? How can I do that? How can I make money right away? That's what you need to start doing. And there's so many ways that you can start making money right away. It's like, wait a minute. I can sell some clothes. I can sell some things online. There's some apps that I can make money in. There's some game apps, some surveys I can do. Now, a lot of people, people by now have heard of all of these things, all these apps and all these game apps you can make some money. Now, it's not this, the most sexy thing. It's not the most attractive way or activity to do or pursue to make some money on the side. No, it is painfully slow. But if you're consistent and you do it right and you have a formula, then you can actually make it work. Because while you're just waiting on that, depending on the 2 weeks, and then your paycheck, you can still get on that app, do some surveys, and you can make some coins. The longer you stay on the app, then the more coins that you make. You just come with your own formula, and that's more money than you ever had. That's more money than you would have if you didn't do that. Now, my last video, referred to my last video, I was speaking about you need to have a formula and able to make your goals, and to be at that spot. Check my, it's so many videos ago. Look through my catalog and my collection. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Anyhow, now, when you keep your eyes on the prize, now there will be distractions. The more that you want to do, the more distractions that are going to come your way. And some, it may be on the outside, but that's only a small percent. But it's also definitely in your mind. Because when you scrolling through social media, that's like the outside, but it's the inside that's like, oh, let me stop here, let me stop there, let me check out this video, let me check out that video. Meanwhile, time is passing. You could have spent that time putting more energy and more effort into your goals, into your craft, into the moves that you need, the fuel that you need to make that grueling step. Now, sometimes we all may get sidetracked, but we have to remember, where do we ultimately want to be? And when you do that, when you keep it all in perspective and keep your mind on your prize, then you get there in no time. Next thing you know, you have that car, you have that apartment, you have that house. You're able to fly here and there and eat in the finest cuisines and all of that stuff, right? And it all starts now. You may not have much. All you have is a YouTube channel, and start there. All you need is an idea. Now it's up to you. What you gonna do? So my question is to you dreamers and those that have aspirations, those that grind, and those that want more out of life to what they have at the moment. What are you gonna do about it? Only you can answer that question.